initiative.
Get in here. Let's see what we got, okay?
Hey, baseball mama. How's it going? You like baseball? So do I. We can be friends. I have a student that messaged me today. He's like, hey, can I come in early? Because I don't know how much time I'm going to get in while season's going on. It starts next Friday. I'm like, motherfucker, it's the middle of February. Where the hell are you going to play baseball? We live in the Northeast.
Yeah.
It must be one of their spring preseason tournaments.
Yeah, Cactus League or something in Phoenix.
Yeah. They go to Texas and play some series. Florida play some series, but he's one of those dudes. Like, is just gifted. I mean, the kid's fucking brilliant. He's probably going to be a starting center fielder this year, and it's like, it's disgusting. Leave some for the rest of us, kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there definitely are people like that. But then some of that stuff, though, too, it's like, it's funny how the one personality trait that differentiates some people like that from other people is like just that they're workers. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Like there's some people that it's like, it's like they're just good at stuff because they work at it. Then there's other people who don't.
Yeah. I am deaf and I don't even know what the hell y'all are talking about.
Yeah, and then there's me who's just good at everything.
Yeah, just naturally.
Just naturally gifted.
Jesus.
You're welcome.
Boy, let me go get my waders on because shit's getting deep around there. Jesus Christ.
Not Jesus Christ, Dave, but close.
No, it's everybody wants to be like Mike, but my name is Dustin. And that is a quote from me.
Oh my goodness. All right. You guys
Oh, yeah.
I got to go.
Right. Well, let me give a little bit of a recap so I can set the scene.
Yeah.
So, over the course of the last few days, a lot has changed. This world is something that most people have become a little detached to. There's an impending cloud of doom that casts a shadow over most of your daily lives. In some ways, that shadow has become tangible. The lives of innocent people are toiled away and in some cases even snuffed out in order to provide the comforts and convenience to those in better fortune. Demons revel in the suffering that you guys encounter every day. Elementals begin to encroach into the suburban areas. The capital has come into town and taken Matthias. Despite all this, there's some hope. Magic has returned. Even if it is this world's last gasp, it gives you a chance, an opportunity to do something great. You've unlocked something inside yourselves. Unclear as it may be, you have a purpose. You escaped the museum, liberated the refinery, made some friends and some enemies in the process. You could stay here, put up a fight, something akin to Red's rebellion, but it wouldn't end too differently. You could leave town for good, never think about the capital again. It wouldn't be easy to live outside the walls, but at least you'd be free. Or you could do something greater. Live in the moment and push forward until something stops you. Push through the confines of this town, the dangers outside the walls, the power of the capital, the limitations of this world. So as the session starts, you guys see as you've just gotten done with this fight, it's the night sky. And this dwarf is on fire. There's also a human that ran. Exactly. There's a human that ran out the back door. Here we go.
That dude is running. No.
This man has been waiting. He was like, wait. He's like, oh boy, he's over here fingering that button, waiting. Like, as soon as we get to it,
Andy's playing with the later.
I've got a new toy and I'm gonna use it.
Exactly. Fucking Dee up here, push all the buttons. What does this button do?
Well, just wait for I roll for death saving throws on the table. Just wait for that one. No, so there's a human that ran out the back door. You hear him start to yell, Hildo! Someone tell Hildo they're here. It's only a matter of minutes after that until you hear the gleeful croaks, the same that filled the night air when you escaped the museum. Another croak comes from the refinery in reply. They speed up in excitement. They speed up for a hunt. So now you know that people know where you're at in the city. You guys know that you need to exit. You need to make some decisions. We are still at the bar, but what would you guys like to do?
Run the fuck up out of there as quick as possible.
With my background and my knowledge of certain smuggling dens, would I know of a safe house that may or may not be close that we can lie low for a little while?
In town, on the road, what are you looking for?
For immediate purposes until the heat dies down just a little bit, so we can maybe send some folks out to get provisions, or if we have a safe house stash somewhere.
Okay.
In town, preferably right now, like immediate, because I know that shit's about to get real, Mike.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I'll have you make a survival check for that. And then if you wouldn't mind, also make a Arcana check with that thought.
Oh yeah, I'd love an Arcana check. Arcana's my fucking my
paused, by the way.
my ace.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, there we go. 5 and a 2. I know everything. It's like golf rules, right? Lower better.
Exactly.
I've never played that before.
That is how we were playing tonight.
Sweet.
Hey, my going live notification was feast or famine, so it's probably fine.
Nothing really comes to mind for your plan there at all. You know, the things that do come to mind are the places you've been already. You think about how you used to have a little place at the museum. It comes to mind that you guys were kind of all safe at the temple ruins for a moment. How there must be something that's somewhat secret and safe about the dive bar. And then you also think about how there was it's not there anymore, but you think about how there was that sphere that was kind of magical interference around the refinery, and it's probably why people didn't know what was going on. Those are the things that pop into your head as far as safe zones and why they were safe, but you don't really get a solid location. Anybody else?
So who would be coming after us?
Everyone.
Well, just to set the scene from last session, if you remember, there was a guy that was burnt inside the refinery that was kind of talking about magic users. There was a guy who had his friend stabbed in the gut who was also talking to people about you guys being inside the refinery. You just got into the fight with these people at the bar. There's a dwarf that's running out into the night air that's on fire. There's the other human that seems to be calling authorities. And then there's also the authorities from the capital, right? And what you hear on the night air are the croaks from the Nothics that you guys know are kind of the arcane hunters, the Nothic gliders.
That's what I was wondering.
Yes. So yeah, you hear in the night air the.
Okay. I will follow if there are any safe places.
I'm going to get you guys back to this Shiloh map, and then you guys can tell me if there's what direction you would like to head or what you guys would like to do. You guys hear a croak basically coming across the lake's water over here, and then you heard another croak answer it from kind of the refinery. You guys know that the entrance into the plains is pretty much over here. There's a part where the old magic monorail system kind of starts to go down into the gap and across it, and that's one of the areas that's kind of safer to cross the gap and go into the plains on the other side. There's also other ways to cross, but not as well traveled, which might be something you guys are looking for right now. But up to you.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely less traveled is better.
Well, I don't know where anything is really, but maybe they didn't seem to know us whenever we were at the chapel. Maybe we try to go back there just immediately to lay low for a little bit. I don't know what else, or we just make a run for it. Say, fuck it, try our hand out in the old plains. We got our equipment. We have no provisions, but we have our equipment.
How close is the general store?
It's pretty close. You guys, all the normal market systems are all like market stores. Commerce is all in the strip that you guys are currently on. But that's that seems to be where people are yelling for help right now as well.
I think.
I mean, as I'm, kind of walking out of the tavern in kind of a hurry, I just put my hood up and I just basically start walking in just that direction. No actual thing, just kind of just start walking and just be as inconspicuous as I can.
So are you if you're trying to be stealthy, then go ahead and make a stealth roll for me.
Yeah, stealth roll. Deal with it, bitch. Oh,
went better than you thought.
Yep.
All right. So Carakas puts his hood on, starts walking that way. What are the other members of the party doing?
Where was that way?
He's heading towards basically the where the monorail and stuff drops down to the gap. It sounds like.
All right.
You guys do not have climbing gear. You'd like, as you mentioned, and it's totally, it's totally fine if you guys are going to prioritize getting out of town. But yeah, you guys don't have any provisions or any equipment.
Which I mentioned.
Yep.
The only provisions and equipment we have is the diver gear.
Yep.
Right.
Still
yep.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing the gap then, right?
That's what you're saying.
Above table.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jake. Above table. We have nothing but suits. We don't have food. We don't have gear. We have nothing but suits. So if we're gonna make a run for it, it's gonna be a hell of a time. Instead of trying to find someplace to lay low for a little bit till the heat dies down, and then maybe do some incognito gathering.
I would vote for hiding in town for at least one night to get supplies.
Okay, so if you'll allow me, to retcon, just kind of at the edge of town. Again, the same stealth check and stuff. Instead of walking that direction, just kind of walk to the edge kind of deal.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Until everybody else is like, hey, let's go.
Yeah, of course. So you're gonna stealth walk to the edge of town, hood up. The rest of you guys trying to find a place to where you guys figured out where you're gonna lay low?
I will go with him.
Okay.
I think we should lay low near the ruins because that's a really stupid place to hide.
So crazy, it just might work.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth it too. All right,
Okay.
yeah, let's get those low rolls out now. Let's
Hey,
go.
don't you? Don't bugbears have advantage on stealth or something?
No, I got proficiency in stealth.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay, well,
Okay.
screw it. Let's do this too. Come on. Feast or famine.
ooh,
The first one of the game.
yeah. So
Oh shit. It's gone now. There goes all my rolls now.
Yeah.
At once.
So you see Carakas put his hood up, starts to walk in the direction, and both Ralia and Brezzik kind of begin to walk out. They're kind of bumping into each other, and Hoppum, you kind of go out. Yeah, give them. You're like, just calm down. Just here. You hand him your pipe, calm the nerves a little bit. You guys all seem a little bit, more stealthy now. So start to walk out of town. Are you guys going to head towards the ruins?
I'm kind of just at that area, just hiding and waiting to see where everybody else is going at this point.
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody had to have a victory ball to get them a little lighter on their feet.
Yeah. Everybody make a perception check for me as you guys are walking through town, trying to avoid being detected. Man, you guys are not doing good. Oh man.
It's that ball. This shit's some good shit.
Yeah.
PK.
Yep.
Hoppum,
Okay.
I blame you. You blow that smoke in my goddamn face, and I can't see shit.
Some good shit.
As you guys begin to walk to the ruins, you start to head that direction. Ralia, you notice that there's a group of patrol of similar, dark gray skinned dwarves that seem to be patrolling the area, walking up and down the street around the ruins and around the museum as you hear the croaks from the refinery kind of move in behind your tracks now in where like the market and the town were. And you also hear still croaks off in the distance across the lake.
How many patrol is there?
You see just one patrol of
Oops, that was the what the fuck just
there
happened?
are 18 patrols. No.
Oh, I clicked on a spell and I don't know how I did that.
Immediately.
I was about to say, he's like, there's a patrol. All these dice hit the screen. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Where do I go?
So is only one person?
It's a group. Oh, the number in the patrol. It's a group of 4 Durgar.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see them kind of just walking around patrol, and looks like they're just kind of marching up and down streets. Just presence right now in the city. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Quick question above table.
Yes, sir.
What's that? Was that explained?
I I'm glad me and Marodney both spotted that at the same time. I watched our cursors go over there looking at it.
That was from the sleep spell. It's just a template.
Okay. Like I just saw it. I was like, "What's that?"
We noticed that shit at the same time, Marodney. I don't know if you saw my cursor, but I saw yours.
I saw somebody's cursor, but I didn't see the name.
Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean for us to blow everybody's brains with that hit from the pipe. Apologize.
You're fine. Would you like to continue on? Would you like to?
Oh yeah, there's still more in the bowl, so yeah, let's do it. Oh, we're continuing on. My bad. Sorry, wrong.
Oh,
Shut up! I don't need that.
Out of all of us, I think you do.
you're gonna keep walking towards the ruins then.
Yes, I believe that's what we're doing.
Okay.
We're gonna try to avoid the patrol.
We're going to try to avoid the patrol. Or are we going to be the bowling ball?
Yeah, that's up to you guys. How you want to go about doing this? Like I said, you
I
see
would
that
like
there's
to
patrol on the
avoid
road.
them.
There's folks behind you. How would you like to go about avoiding them? Would you like to go off the beaten path? Try to walk past them inconspicuously? Wait for them to clear out? What would you like to do?
I would like to keep moving and try and kind of go around them unseen if possible.
Yes, there's a way to definitely walk around them off the beaten path. Go ahead and make a survival and a stealth. And then the rest of you can make a stealth if you're going to follow Rayla.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need to make a survival.
Yep, it's good. It's good stuff. We're doing good today. Doing good. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. You guys have a good time.
Oh,
So that was
See?
survival.
What
and the
did-
second one is stealth.
What did I fucking say when I rolled that nat 20? What did I say? What did I say?
yep.
So hey Jake,
You said-
really quick.
Well,
sir.
when you rolled the nat 20, went womp womp womp. That's what you said. When you rolled the
That's what I should have said.
Do I know of or have I ever encountered or heard of these Nothic creatures before?
Other than, well, the only time you've encountered them was that night at the museum. And
I didn't
Oh,
see 'em.
excuse me. I'm so sorry.
so you definitely would have seen them at the beginning. Saria exited the museum. Then this group of dark dwarves and albino dwarves showed up, and there were basically 3 Nothic. They're basically magic bloodhounds, and they croaked. And then Matthias walked out, but they get very excited around magic. They sense magic use. That's what they live for. That's their purpose. With that survival and that stealth roll, you see that there's kind of a little path that you can take around to the right. And as you go to get off the path, you hear Hoppum go like, "Where are you going?" And then he kind of snaps to his senses, starts to follow, but it's something that you see and you notice that the guard patrol seem to have heard something, starts walking down the path that you guys were just on towards you. As you guys kind of hop off to the right, they're going to be in your near vicinity in probably about 30 seconds. So what are you guys doing?
Man, why you guys say it like that? Why couldn't you just say that I just was left standing there not paying attention when everybody cut down the path because I was too busy like stirring my bowl or some shit? And then I'm like, oh shit. And then they happen to see
You
me.
get punished. Yeah.
But no, I'm fucking stupid. Hey, where everybody go?
Is that what
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
damn. Like, damn.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Brezzik, roll a fucking strength check to snatch that motherfucker up and just bring him.
How, Jake, how close are they, like, distance-wise?
Like, damn. Can I blue skidoo, do some acrobatics or some shit to dive into the bushes just to get the fuck out of Dodge?
What fucking bushes?
They're probably about 150 feet away, walking towards you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I do some Scooby Doo shit?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the deck, and fucking scoot real low to the ground,
Low to the floor,
like
like a midget.
that way as far as possible.
Okay. Go ahead and
wait a minute.
you rolled your
said,
stealth already.
wait, you said to the right. That's the left.
Yeah, that's fine. He can.
Well, which way are where's the
No,
patrol at?
They're on the left, so if you want to scoot this way, you can. They're kind of walking.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, a roundabout that way. Okay, that's
They're
what I
kind
was
of
like.
here. Let me help you. There's kind of a path that's like right here that they're kind of patrolling. Let me actually. So
Well, I didn't draw a path in there, so there's no path that I know of. So I was being a smartass. Never mind. Shut up.
you know you're good. There's kind of a road that goes like this over to the scales, and there's also a road that comes like this.
I could have drawn these in for you.
Oh no, you're fine. And let me. How do I change colors? Well, I'll just put this on here. This is where the monorail system kind of goes down to the gap, and this definitely goes right into here. Yeah, so they're kind of just walking these roads. You guys walked up here to this little fork, kind of jumped off to the side. Looks like you're going to narrowly miss this patrol, but you're aware that there are people actively walking the roads looking for you. As you hear the croaks behind you, it sounds like they're getting closer. Go ahead and roll. So Brezzik already got his Arcana roll on this, but the other three of you go ahead and make an Arcana roll.
Yeah, it's good night, guys. Good night, boys.
It is. It's a rough night. Yeah, Ralia and Carakas, you guys don't really not getting too much insight. The adrenaline's pumping. You're a little disoriented. Hoppum, what I will give you with a 12 is that I guess without giving you too much direction, the thing you remember about the Nothics is like they're attuned, they're bloodhounds, right? They're attuned to magic. But with that, and so right now you guys just use some magic in a fight, you're fleeing. They're a little bit on your scent, but just like, any hound dog or anything, there's ways to kind of get them off your scent or to distract them, right? And they're, so just throwing that out there.
So I actually have a question about that.
Yep.
I've told you about all that stuff. Would I know that? Like already kind of like, would I already have knowledge of that?
No, probably not. Your experience with that was the night at the museum with Matthias and with these creatures specifically. And then with that Arcana check you just rolled, probably didn't recall it.
Okay.
Good question, though. Okay, you guys are slowly moving towards the temple. You guys get to the ruins. There's crumbled walls. There's some crypts. There's, an old, cathedral type room where it looks like people used to come to worship, where a lot of the walls and stones have fallen. Old fountain, the broken down statues that one of you or multiple of you were teleported on top of the shoulders of, where that magic sigil kind of still resides. What would you like to do to make this a safe place or to get this tail off of you?
We don't have any water or stinky shit or something that we can. The only way I know how to get trackers, like scent trackers, off of us. I don't know about these damn things.
Well,
I can barely hear you.
You barely hear me? I'm sorry.
They're attracted to magic, right?
I can barely hear you.
That's kind of how these things work. I mean, they're probably on our scent from the magic that kind of, went down in the tavern. I don't know. I mean,
all my answers are magic,
Yeah,
which is a
Well,
problem.
yeah, kind of.
can.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If could we touch some kind of random object with magic hands and use that as like basically bait to lead them another direction. Like
There's only one way to find out, and I will cast Magic Stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Real quick, right before you cast that, make a con save for me.
Make a con save.
Yeah.
You got what a big worm, I mean big worm.
And you know this, man.
Okay. You get kind of a sharp, piercing headache. And it feels like there's something trying to like break through. Do you want to let it happen or do you want to fight it off?
I fight it off.
Okay, you fight it off, you shake it off. Headache shakes away, and just as quickly as it came on, you cast Magic Stone. What would you like to do?
I would like to fling them. Let's see, what's the range on that? Magic Stone. Basically, I just want to fling them like this way. I don't know if you can see where I'm clicking.
I can see, yeah, over here. You want to fling them over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make your spell attack roll for accuracy and distance. And then I'd also like you to make a... Go ahead and just give me a straight wisdom check. Because that's what your magic is guided by. Oh, sick. Okay. As you cast this magical spell, the intent you have for this magic is it being somewhat of a decoy. It takes hold. Like, instead of this being something that you normally use for defense, the way you altered this spell, you're proud of yourself. This was a great idea. You did it to perfection. You sling these pebbles as far as you can sling them over in that direction. We'll see what comes of it.
And then the wisdom, I think, was 15.
Oh, cool. I thought the nat 20 was the wisdom. Well,
oh no, that was an attack.
We'll leave it the way I narrated it because I liked it more that way.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
And that's the way I took it. So cool. I like it. Where would you guys like to find solace in this temple? Is there anywhere that between the cathedral, the crypts, there's what looks like there used to be pots for where there was like a storage room. Everything's pretty run down and ransacked already. There's not too many resources in here, but different rooms.
What is storage room?
Okay.
Is there any sort of water around that I can do shape water to, I don't know, like seem like an area is flooded?
There's still some water that's still there in the fountain. One of the fountains to the gods of this temple. What would you like to do with it? What are you trying to flood?
Well, so my idea is when we find out, like...
Also, I'd just like to point out that these Nothics are on you because you used magic, and you just tried to do something to distract them, just to point that out.
Scratch that.
Okay.
Because my idea was just kind of cover our tracks, and we go to this area and just do kind of a shape water deal and just make it seem like it's flooded.
See, I was going to do the same thing, but use my nature or survival skill or whichever that I can use to basically cover physical tracks.
Okay, if you'd like to cover some of your tracks, go ahead and use either of those, nature or survival. Not a horrible idea. Yeah, with a 14, you're able to cover up some of your tracks as best you can. It doesn't look perfect. You can see some of the imperfections, and you grab a branch and, you're kind of, raking across the dirt. There's a little bit of pattern in itself to what you just did, but you covered up some of the tracks.
Well, this helped out a little bit then, instead of standing there. Oh, Wahapa. Fucking from earlier.
Go ahead and give me group perception checks, please. Hey, look at that. Hey. Come on, keep it going. Oh, not too bad.
Oh, I was almost there. Damn.
You have for son of a 10, yeah. You have a good grasp on this area. You feel comfortable here. You can hear the trolls that are kind of going up and down these roads. It seems that they're just kind of sticking to the roads right now, not really going anywhere else. You hear as the croaks get closer to you guys, and then seem to get a little bit more distant. As an hour goes by, the croaks become less and less frequent, and you can hear as kind of the happiness in their voice begins to kind of turn to anger and agitation in the croaks. And that's where you guys are left. What would you like to do now?
What time is it?
It's kind of like mid-evening. It's probably like 9-10 at night.
Okay. Do we want to try and rest, or do we want to keep moving?
I will go back to we need provisions before we move on. Well, once again, but I will obviously defer to the group. If we feel that we need to move on now, then let's go. But knowing the ways that I've gone before, which haven't been the plains, you need to be stocked.
I don't disagree, but I'm also worried about going back into town.
I would be happy here for the evening, and then town in the morning.
To be honest with you, Rayla would be the one who could
have much time left
slink in and out of town.
Get to Matthias. We don't
Really
know
mostly
how long it's going to take
unnoticed.
us to get to the capital. The quicker we can get some provisions and the quicker we can get on the road and start getting to the capital, the better. But again, I'm still worried about just going back into the town.
Well, Ralia, you're one of the better ones out of all of us. You have the ability to turn into a dog, and you can slink in and out. Probably a little bit better. And
wait, you can turn into a dog?
Yes, Brezzik.
Allegedly.
Anyways,
I mean, I saw the bear.
You would be the better one out of all to be able to slink in and out of town a little bit more unnoticed.
I don't disagree with that. I was just wondering, is there's a Jake table question.
Yep.
What is the like law and order system here? You said the Empire or the capital sends Durgar here. Is there like a sheriff or like a Durgar outpost or something?
Yeah, so great question. There's not too much law enforcement. A lot of the stuff that kind of goes on here is the town kind of polices itself. There's not too much to, take advantage of people, and those that are kind of taken advantage of, like, like I said, kind of police the town themselves. There's people that are stronger than others, like Logan. But there is Hildo, who is, and Brezzik. There are people who don't put up with shit. There is Hildo, who oversees the scales. He's kind of the he's the emissary, basically, from the capital in this town. He oversees that everything in this town is going accordingly, and that resources are flowing. That everything in this town, whether it's a person or a commodity or what have you, is accounted for. He has an Etten that is basically that he oversees, that helps open the gates to the scales. And if shit goes really bad, that's one of the things. Like if there's ever an uprising or a drunk or a fire or whatever, like the Etten gets involved. When there are people that are visitors from the capital, a lot of times they bring in some of their guard. So since the capital had an interest in Matthias, there's more of a military presence in the town currently, which isn't always the case, but there's some interest from the capital here. So they have some of the albino dwarves, the Durgar that you've seen. The Nothics have obviously stayed behind because there's still some magic that interests them here. With some of the stuff that happened to the refinery, there was kind of an arcane explosion that's happened the last few days between the museum waking up, the stuff at the refinery, and your guys' presence in town. So they're a little disoriented, but still interested. Did that kind of answer your question?
Yeah. Would there be a Durgar like barracks or something?
They would be staying up by the scales. Yes, there is kind of a house up there, and that's where they would be staying.
Okay. And how do they arrive here?
Through the scales. That's how they came.
Okay.
Yeah. When there are like VIPs, they'll arrive on the monorail because that takes them less time and it's less inconvenience for them. But when there's kind of the like military or the dregs of the capital, they go through the scales. They take regular roads.
Yeah. So I guess this is a table question for the table.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone here ridden or seen the monorail, like inside it, like how it works?
Too rich for my blood.
I'd say that you guys have seen it come in. It's basically a magical tram. So
yeah,
so the rails are not always basically tangible. They kind of blip in and out of existence depending on if they're in use or not. And basically the crystals kind of fuel that. So they normally that thing over here that's called the stage, that's kind of where I guess that's kind of like the boarding stage for starting the monorail stuff, and where to, I guess, start that process to call a magical monorail system, call a car. Brezzik, what would you consider to be like a smuggler skill? If I asked you to roll a check for me real quick.
Athletics? No. Smuggler skill. In all honesty, being stealthy, right? To get in between, in and out of places unseen.
Yeah, and I think
if we're looking for just, if we're looking for just,
I kind of like that too, because stealth isn't just the physical; it's also a little bit about thinking, right? So yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth for me to see if you pick up on this at all.
Jake,
I'll be right back.
I just want to point out with you talking about the monorail system and how it works and everything. All I could think of was, man, that'd be one fucking way to fuck with somebody who is drunk. They just looking and seeing there ain't no rail at all. That bitch blinking existence right as soon as it gets there. Oh shit.
That's for sure. Take Rojogan over there on some psychotropic.
Yeah, Rojogan and Scuds, bro.
Yeah, Rojogan and Scuds on the monorail trip.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Oh, there you go. With it 12. Yeah, I mean you've seen this trick before. I think 12 is a high enough roll. That's probably what the DC would have been. The way you got out of the museum, you have an idea that, you know, if it was magically charged again, you know, if you used a crystal, you could probably use that. It's a two-way door.
Get back in.
You could get back in. So, you know what the currency, what the cost basically is, but you've seen that trick before with some of the smugglers, you know, carts and things like that. The old, you know, disappearing trick, what this sigil's used for. Matthias basically was just using it on a larger scale as basically a pulling a case of emergency exit, which you guys used. But yeah, you would understand that. Not saying that's what you have to do, but that resource is there to you. And, you know, there might still be some things in the museum that you guys could use to get out of town. That's where some of your stuff was kept.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. Would I know if I would have stashed anything there? Because since I did the majority of my work for Maddie, would I have stuff there?
Yeah, you guys would definitely have had some stuff in there to travel. There could have been, some gear and things like that in there to get through the gap or to get on the road.
All right.
And
then I think you'll
and also within that too, you know, the things that people would have had and initially an eye for would have been the things of, you know, magic use and things like that. So they're probably not too concerned with rations and climbing gear and water.
Right. So with that in mind, you'll like if we're sitting there just holed up in some storage closet waiting for it to pass, you'll see Brezzik actually look kind of contemplative and like the stress relievers where you just like roll them around in your hand. Like I have those magic crystals, just like rolling them around. I'm like, do you guys want to check the museum? I know I have stuff in there, and if I know Maddie, if there's a way out, there's a way in. Sometimes he didn't like me bringing shit in, you know, through the front door on busy times. So sometimes I had to use some we'll say secretive means. We can try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Speaking of which, Jake,
Point. What else would you have to lose?
There's a thing you told me once before about a certain exhibit in there that there was a tunnel. Now, since that's a tunnel and it was a way to get out, I imagine. We really never fully discussed and never did go that way. But I imagine that's what it is, correct?
So the exhibit that you were talking about, and also, you know, there was magic that was, awakened during all of this. A lot of the stuff that you saw in the exhibits was basically ways to get around the museum, within the museum. So like tunnels underneath the floors, like that one secret tunnel you guys found where the sconces turned the fire stuff. There's also other ways to get back and forth across the museum that you guys saw when you were going through the exhibits. So yes, you're aware of some of those things. There are definitely people that are still guarding the outside of the museum, and there's some patrols and stuff, so it's not unguarded. But you know, they've taken a lot of what interests them already.
I was just wondering about said tunnels.
There's, and you know about that. There's things, you know, in and through there to get around the museum.
Okay, I was just making sure. Everybody was asking questions. I didn't know if my character knew anything, so I was just waiting my chance. Because he was mentioning stuff about getting in through tunnels. I was like, wait. I know something about a tunnel and an exhibit. Could this possibly be also another entrance into the museum? That's fine.
No, yeah, good call. No, good call.
All right, well, I'm ready. I'm down to go to the museum. I got a stash and some books in there that I need to get. My bag's getting light.
So obviously you guys, have prioritized getting resources, but as far as taking a rest too, are you guys going to take a rest now or take a rest after? And then, like what's the timeline as far as rest, resources, leave? Like what's the order of this?
My thoughts are if we can get in, get stuff, and at least make a start out of town, that would be best because obviously they're patrolling. They got these damn hounds on us. Getting out would probably be the best bet. At least somewhere out of the city proper. It'll probably be more dangerous outside the city, but I think fighting or coming across a few wild animals or at the very worst elementals is better than the whole damn city militia coming down on us because we're taking a nap.
So we need to worry about the
I
three
kinda,
R's.
I kind of thought the same thing. Get provisions, get the hell out, rest when we feel safe.
We need to worry about resting, resources, and reefing. Gotcha.
No need to rest when you're dead.
The three R's.
Anyone close to being dead?
Rest, resource, and reefing.
All right, so let's. The way out was on the roof. So can we? Do you guys want to make your way up there so we can see if these stones work both ways?
Sure.
All right, I'll see you guys later. I'm getting upstairs.
As you guys make your way up to the roof, there's a few loose stones and everything like that, but nothing that you really need an athletics check for. Nothing, like traversing the gap. You make your way up onto the shoulders. You look out. You look over to the plains, which is probably going to be the way you guys decide to exit. I will let all of you give me an either Arcana, a Nature, or a Survival check as you guys look off into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
This is a high DC if I'm going to give you guys any information on this. So just
I love
FYI.
all those options. You said Arcana, Nature, or Survival?
Or Survival, yep.
Well,
okay. Nature, Arcana, or Survival.
Yeah, we're good. Good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you guys look off into the distance. What awaits probably your near future, and there's a large, sense of unknown that you guys have no clue what awaits you on your next steps of this adventure. So you get up, you feel as the magic crystals kind of begin to vibrate a little bit as you get close to the sigil. Would you like to try to activate it?
Yeah, I'm gonna toss a stone at it.
Okay, toss a stone at it. Give me an Arcana check, please.
I'd love to.
It's a low DC. Should be fine.
Love to. Here we
Just
go.
see how bad this is. Hey,
Ooh,
let's roll all night.
It flirted with that one though. It was like, I'm gonna no.
and even with that roll, the magic does not seem to be that loud. But you did set off a magical effect. The sigil transports you into the museum. Let me give you 1 second here, please.
Hopefully the Nothics come to the departure place and not where we go.
That's true. Where is Carakas? Oh, there's Brezzik. Oh,
some more pebble. Should have sent some more pebbles off in the distance.
Sorry, give me 1 second. You guys probably aren't going to like that. We'll turn off. I'm turning off some of the sounds because you guys didn't like that last time. You said.
Oh, if you're talking about the stuff that was inside the museum, it was just loud.
Yeah, I got you.
It
was all that it was.
It was near the coffins and shit. That was goddamn.
Yeah, I turned it off.
I mean, you don't have to turn it off. You could just turn it down. Turn the volume down. That's fine.
It's off or on, so I turned it off.
No, you're just hungry and it tastes good.
Okay.
Let's see here though. Why is it
not
not copying?
It tastes delicious.
Dave, you want to help me out? Can you copy your guys' characters and take them to the museum fight? And I'll delete all these old ones.
Whoa!
I would love to do that.
Museum fight? What? No, we were. Shut up!
We're fighting.
Shut up, Brezzik.
No, we're level.
We're doing it.
We're level 3 now. It's fine.
God damn it! Why? Look, okay, I don't have a very good thing in fights. All right, I usually get into a fight.
Combat.
The god looks down upon the fight and goes, "Yeah, that one right there. Fuck him in particular." And yeah, see here the giggle. Yeah, see that right there. Smite me, almighty smiter.
Jake didn't tell you he controls all your rolls. That's why I'm rolling so
Yeah.
He's been tilting the table every time I roll. It's like, yeah,
bro, I keep seeing on the table and everything like that. The fucking dice right in my way, stopping my rolls.
Yep. What it does.
No.
Jake.
Okay, you guys appear back inside the museum, back inside the coffin portal that you used to escape.
Damn it.
You hear not the same type of commotion, but there's still a little bit of buzz in the museum. Brezzik, you know that Matthias's office is. Oh, did I? Thanks. I'll delete that.
Matthias's office is.
Matthias' office is to the northwest, so west out of here and to the north.
All right.
Let me reset the fog of war real quick.
I just clicked in the corner.
Cool. Can everybody see? Okay. Can everybody see the map?
I mean, I can see this
the coffins
room here.
Yeah, but it's not like black, right?
I mean, everything else is black, but this room
is
not.
Yeah, you can see what you need to be in. Okay. Unlock these for you.
Cool. Jesus.
So what would you guys
only
like to
saw
do?
4 doors on the screen and heard like 8 doors on
Where is my
God,
stash?
Stop it.
Where we are.
Stop it.
You
Too much.
You probably would have kept yourself pretty close to Matthias' office too. Your stuff probably would have been in there as well.
Okay. And I will. Whenever I get here, can I listen at this door? You said that Matthias' office is over this way, right?
Yes, but yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Sure.
I thought you said it was up north.
Northwest.
He said northwest. There was 2 directions.
He pointed up here.
Okay, that's to the north through a door, and then and afterwards you can go west, or you can then take the west.
I got 11
go
on that
north.
perception check.
Either way,
it's here.
Can I investigate for anything they may have missed in here? Because I haven't been in here.
Yeah, no specific. Is there anything specific you're looking for? Like as far as anything they missed, are you looking for travel resources, magical items? What are you looking for?
Probably resources in general first.
Okay.
Wait. Speaking of which, I am so sorry. You continue. My bad. That was an excited moment.
No, so you think I need dice anyways? Do your thing.
Before we had left here, Carakas had rolled a perception or some kind of history or something like that, and there was a room back where we had come from that had like a health potion and something else in it. I wrote that shit down just in case we ever came back to this motherfucking place.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
so there wasn't a room that had a health potion per se, but there was a room that did have some healing going on.
You had said health something. All right. I
Yeah.
wrote health
Yeah.
on
So
here. That's all.
there's a room where there was kind of like a healing aura thing. Might still be here, might not still be here. You never know what might still be going on. With that investigation and that skill check, as you move around through the museum, I will definitely keep that in mind and let you know if you find anything. Okay, there's not anything in this immediate room.
Okay.
With your perception roll, Brezzik. So you don't hear anything behind the door, but that door you just walked out of, it was locked before. And the door you're about to open, also not locked. And so, it does bring to your mind that there were people in here, and there might still be some people in here, but you don't hear anything immediately on the other side of this door.
All right. Well, I am gonna go grab my shit. So
I
either
wrote
come
that
with,
down
or
because I said
hang
I
out.
would go with him
I'll
if he
be,
wanted
back.
to, and everybody jumped in the portal.
What open the door?
So
Yep. Open that door.
that's the
Doesn't
only
seem to be
reason why I
anything there.
remember that, because I'm the one who always gets
Tice's
fucking
office
hurt.
is just to that door to the north.
Door to the north. All right. Gonna show a little bit of caution and listen to this door as well, if that's all right.
Sure. Perception.
Knowing that people have been in here, almost got. Yeah, there we go. See.
Don't hear him behind that door either.
All right. Now, just to find open this door without checking anything, because I'm used to just opening doors without checking anything in this place. So there you go. Open it up.
You open it up. Looks like a few of his bookshelves, his tomes, his journals, things like that have been taken and ransacked. There is a chest and a closet with some of your gear, and your bunk is in here. There are 2 sets of climbing gear. There's some rope. There's definitely some of that stuff that you guys used to travel.
Okay. All right. So while I do this, you guys go ahead and do your thing.
Can I check this door that I'm at to see if I notice anybody?
Yeah, go and make a perception check. Don't hear anything. Seems to be clear.
Okay. I don't trust you whatsoever. But I guess I'm gonna open the door and start making my way. Making my way downtown.
Yep.
There we go. That's how.
I want to be a
I'm
few feet behind
trying
him.
to remember where that room was.
Look, I said, you want to go? I'll go with you. And everybody jumped in the fucking portal. So then we're like, fuck it, let's leave. And I remember it was somewhere down, and we had to come up around something, and it was like tucked in a little cranny somewhere around the corridor and up in there.
I'm thinking it was around about somewhere in here.
I don't remember exactly where it was. I just remember I said I would go with you if you
gonna-
wanted to.
I know the answer. I hear nothing on the other side of the door, correct?
Yeah, don't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really thick door. It's really thick walls.
Actually, Rayla, as you're kind of, as you were investigating that room you were in, you look at the coffin you were in. You're just checking out that room. It looks like one of the other coffins had, a little bit of a crack in it. With your investigation roll earlier, the 19, you do find what looks to be looks like a manuscript, and inside one of the pages, there's also like a ribbon that's tied to a ring, is kind of a bookmark.
Okay.
So you find both of those items inside one of the coffins.
Is there a nearby window I can throw these out of?
Sure. All the way at the front of the museum.
Oh, yeah, hang on. So it's Oop. There you go.
Go ahead and put illuminated manuscript, and then you also found a gold ring with a ribbon tied to it.
And then you said illuminated manuscript?
Yes.
Can I take a look at the pictures and see, or pictures? Is it a coloring book? Can I open it, or is it locked, or can I see?
It's a pop-up
can
book.
I read it? Even better.
Yeah, it's open, and the page that's marked, you can see written in. So there's a page that has looks like a crest with like a sword on it, being held by kind of an arcane warrior. And in the margins, it looks like, a book that Matthias might have read, and he wrote in the margins on this page, "The unexamined life is not worth living." And there's chapters that are in all different kinds of languages. There's Dwarvish, there's Elvish, there's Common, lots of pictures. It looks like somebody took a lot of time to illustrate some of the words that are in this book as you flip through it. Definitely has like an arcane, I'd say like an arcane weight to it. Yeah. Does that, anything else you'd like? Any other descriptors you'd like from it?
No. How about the ring? Does it have any? Do I feel any significance from it?
It's a pretty ring. It's gold. It's got some silver on the inside of the band. It looks like there's almost like two golden wings that kind of fan out to make the band from a inset ruby at the top of it. I will send you a picture of it.
It's probably not cursed. I'll put that on and see if that helps with my worm problem.
Okay. You can
Jay,
see on the inscription on the side of the band too, says, "Within hope there is glory."
Okay.
I hope you saw my GIF up there.
I didn't fucking shit.
No, the one above that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost count of your ums at about 7.
Sorry.
Where's the jar? Where's the jar?
Yeah, that was the worst thing I could have done was point that out.
My jar is in the back of the closet.
We're not talking about your yum jar.
Not your yum jar, yeah.
All I'm going to say about that.
God smiles upon me. I take 2 points of health and favor.
And all I'm going to say about that is that, according to 4chan, if you use that, you can grow mushrooms.
Oh, no.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. So anyways,
I was sitting there laughing and started coughing. And then I heard, you can grow mushrooms with it.
Yeah. So I'll go to, who's that, Brezzik? No, Carakas. I'm going to go to Carakas and be like, I found, a book in your friend's or that room back there. I can read a little bit of it, but what languages do I speak? Where does it say languages? Features, details.
I can read Draconic, Infernal, and Abyssal. If there's anything other than that, I can't fucking help you, so I don't know what the hell you want me to do with it.
Well, I mean, Ralia would just kind of like hold it out. Like I can read the Elvish, but if there are other languages in here I don't recognize, I don't know what they are. So you might be able to read some of it.
I can read.
As you read, so did you read some of it before you went over and talked to? Who did you go to talk to?
Oh, I thought I had done that. So
yeah. Well, no. If you read some of it, as you read through it, you begin to read through the pages. You feel as you're reading, you almost feel like Matthias' hand on your shoulder as you're reading through it, and you get a basically a D6 of inspiration as you read through the chapter. So you can use that any time in the next 8 hours.
Neat. Well, my first thought was, I don't know you. That's not your purse.
Creepy. You hear scuds in your head. Yes, read.
I bet it feels like a mental wet willy.
Hey, you were the one that chose to slurp that shit down. I don't want to hear it.
My skin was falling off. It's a lose-lose situation, I think.
Probably could have found another way.
And fucking radiation poisoning.
Now we got to deal with having to worry about you turning into a fucking mind flayer.
If it's anything like being a bear, it'll be fine.
So wait, are
anything else you'd like to do while you're in here, guys?
Wait, is Ralia gonna hand me over the book? Am I doing anything with that book? Like I said, I can languages is Draconic, Common, Infernal, and Abyssal. If there's none of that, then I guess I can't do a fucking thing with it. But
there's definitely some Draconic in it, not too much Abyssal and Infernal. There's a few, like, it's a large book, different chapters, different languages. You don't seem to get the same type of inspiration from it reading through some of the chapters. Doesn't mean that you couldn't, but just that the book's kind of used for the day.
Okay. Hey, can anybody help me out at this door just to make sure that there's nothing on the other side of here?
Sure.
I want to try to get to that healing pool that we had earlier, that we had come across and found.
Yeah, what would I roll for that?
For the healing pool?
No, listening to the door.
Just listening to the door? Yeah, you can make an investigation or perception, whatever you'd like.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here's a riddle for you. Perception is +5, but investigation is +0 with advantage.
I think it's always good to go with advantage. I don't know. That's tough.
Perception feels more natural.
There you go.
All right, now let's see what I will got.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got to roll.
Sorry, but I was went to go get something to drink.
20.
I had to go fix me a glass of sweet tea.
12.
Level 3.
Hey, you were right.
Great double 20s.
I got to hop in here and
roll
tell
for
them.
initiative. No,
Damn it! I went to go get some tea and now I come back to this. What's going on?
You don't seem to hear anything behind that door. It seems to be all quiet. What you do hear, though, off in the distance, sounds to be like the croaks have picked up once again, as They seem to have picked up a magical scent.
Okay. So yeah, I will tell Carakas. God damn it, I keep forgetting names today. Carakas, I don't hear anything.
And I'm
Can I try and? What's that?
I'm assuming the croaks kind of, since I'm next to Ralia, I also heard the croaks. Like in the distance.
You didn't roll a perception check.
By the way,
no.
You didn't hear him.
Excuse me. By the way,
I will keep a mental note of that.
When we
okay,
and then I will
open
the door.
My brain has started.
Yeah, open the door.
When we
being in this room before, Carakas, you notice that a lot of the displays. This is where you guys fought some of those elemental little lizards, rock lizards. A lot of the displays in here have been picked clean. If you would like to make an Arcana check to see if there's a direction that pulls you one way or the other, you can feel free to do so.
But when we were working on the intro last night,
damn it!
Someone there to help me with the intro.
I'm gonna have to put these fucking dice in dice jail.
I was asked to add a little thing on there to invite everybody to come play.
You're like, oh, that's the way we came in over there with the mirror maze, and oh yeah, that's where Hoppum got punched in the face, and I had to just remembering all the things that happened in here.
Why do we have to have specificity on me getting punched in the face? Like, why was there specificity? Yeah, ha.
Are you sensitive tonight? Am I gonna have to down you again?
Listen to this. God. In my mind, that takes a total different turn than just D&D. Like, I'm getting whips and chains vibes right now. A little bondage, a little like, get down, baby.
I guess I will go over here and roll another perception and fucking goddamn it. Okay.
Not notice a fucking thing. Goddamn Captain Oblivious over here.
Apparently. I'm changing my fucking dice.
He's laughing too hard because he's remembering me getting punched in the face. That's it.
Exactly, yeah. He's got a little PTSD going on right now.
And don't forget, he did catch a slight contact from earlier. So,
apparently.
All right. While this is going on, Hoppum, Brezzik, what are you guys doing?
Oh, I know Brezzik was in here. Was grabbing. Yeah, he was AFK listening, but I know he was in here grabbing some shit and everything. Yeah. I just poked my head in and was like, "Oh, yeah, you're getting shit. Oh, okay, cool. Go back down here with these idiots." Oh yeah, there's where I had my fucking shin almost fucking broken by that son of a bitch. There's a little bit of his dust still on the fucking wall. Oh yeah, I remember that dude opened the door and fucking tried to implode my face in. That ha ha. Oh, so fucking funny. Everybody has a great laugh. Laugh at Hoppum. Ha ha. So, anyways, where are we going? Down this way? I'm sorry. I need to be put down.
No, that's totally fine. Where would you guys like to go?
No, please don't. God damn it. Yeah, that's totally fine. Cool. All right, let me pencil that in. I'll have that appointment with you later.
You guys do hear, all of a sudden, you guys hear, do any of you speak Dwarvish? Oh, yeah, Hoppum, you do.
Yeah, I speak some Dwarvish.
You hear, you guys hear like a little bit of plates clattering, a couple stools like scooting. You hear somebody in Dwarvish say, pass the butter, coming from this room over here, this hallway that way.
Damn.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Sorry, can you click on where we hear the noise again?
Yes, sir. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I hear more croaking?
There's definitely croaking outside from the south and from the west.
Okay, so seeing as how I speak Doris, let's do this. Walk back this way. Holler towards Brezzik. Say, hey, Brezzik, I know you're hungry. There's food this way, and people are eating it, and they say you can't have any. And then I come back this way.
Okay, roll for initiative.
I love people trying to manipulate Brezzik because he's a dumbass.
All right, give me 1 sec. Let's see here. We got this. Yes, I like that. And then let's do that. Okay, there you go. Let's roll our initiatives. Oh, let me get these guys out of the initiative.
Motherfucker, that was almost a 17.
Okay. With that,
Apparently, putting those dice in dice jail didn't do a goddamn thing.
you guys see as these two albino dwarfs come around the corner, they look at you. One of them looks at the other one. You hear them mutter something in Dwarvish. Hoppum, you would know that it says go get Hildo. This one closes the door. And with that, it is to Ralia. What would you like to do?
I'm so about to be dumb. He said,
I'm gonna look at these guys
dildo.
and say, fight or bail.
Like, he said they're going to go get some kind of dildo. Be careful. We were fighting.
Don't want to get into a fight. Right now,
I'm about to make that joke.
If we're fighting, we're fighting. If we're bailing, I'm good. I don't know.
Okay.
But if we're fighting, I'm here to the end.
Where'd it go?
Well, it kind of sounded like they were hollering for some kind of dildo, so I don't know if we're fighting or fucking. I'm really not sure right now.
I'm actually surprised it's taken that long to get there. I am. I'm very surprised. Been serving that up since game 1, but here we are. 7 before we made our first dodo joke. Good job, boys.
Yeah,
I was waiting on
Jake,
it,
if
man.
you're laughing too hard, you're on mute.
It was bound to happen at some point.
I couldn't help it. Okay.
100%. I understand that. I'm just.
There was food involved, fighting, and fucking. So I couldn't help myself.
I mean, I am, yeah, like these are softballs. The bad guy accountant, yeah, it's right there. All right.
So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds, and I think that's my turn. I'll move. Can I move right there and press myself against the wall? I guess, because I don't know what we're doing.
I had kind of thought we would start just kind of retreating back a little bit. Like in my head, that's kind of what I had thought.
Okay. I will follow you next round.
I just want to get close to Brezzik. So that way we can.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Who did you cast Cure Wounds on?
Myself.
Oh, okay. All right. Hoppum. It's to you. What would you like to do?
Alrighty, so let's see. I'm right here. I I need the ruler. Oh no, I can just use the buttons. That's what? That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's kind of clearing out the way for other people to get through, right?
For sure.
Okay. So now I'd like to hold my my attack. Right? We still doing that with the opportunity attack?
Well, opportunity attack and held action, they're two different things.
Well,
opportunity attack is when somebody moves away from you. They provoke an attack of opportunity. But if you want to hold your action, all you have to do is say what you're going to hold and what triggers it. So if you're going to hold a quarterstaff attack for if somebody walks past you, like a bad guy walks past you, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, basically, I want to be right here in the doorway as everybody funnels through. When okay, all right, you got your ticket. You don't have your ticket. Oh, wow, get back out. You know, kind of do. And by the way, sorry, like I said, I played games like XCOM and shit like that. And
yeah,
I'm making comments off of that. I apologize, but
no, it was perfect. I just want to make sure that you know the full range of stuff you can do. So yeah, quarterstaff attack if a bad guy comes through the door. Got it.
Yeah, ready to go.
Cool. With that, Carakas, your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I'm gonna do dash. So that would make 30. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So
and you still have another 30, yeah.
10, 15, 20. I will just end it there.
Okay. Brezzik, would you like to hold an action? Oh, no, you used your action to dash. What would you like to do, Brezzik?
In my time, I was able to get everything that it was in there, right?
Yes.
I spent enough time while they were... Okay, cool.
Yep. You have some pittance, you have a few lengths of rope, you have 2 things of climbing gear. You grabbed like a few loaves of bread and things like that. Not a ton of rations. I'll give you guys, you probably have enough for 2 days between the 5 of you.
With what I found, not including what we already had?
Yes.
All right. 5.
By the way, sorry. I've been running my mouth talking
15,
shit.
20. What the hell are you guys yelling about?
How should we
25,
help with the chaos?
30. What?
There was some... There were some people speaking Dwarvish down there, and yeah, I don't like that.
What do you have against dwarves? That's messed up, man.
DnD
I'm going to actually I'm going to action dash and move in front of this door while everyone gets behind me. Never mind. Fuck. To hand someone something is an action, correct?
I'll probably go back and forth on that. I'll let it be a bonus action.
Well,
for
anyways,
this.
just message
all right.
him.
I'm gonna hand Hoppum magic stone and say activate the fucking doors. So I gotta take another magic stone off of it.
Cool. Good call.
That is gonna be my turn.
Okay. The end of your turn, you hear as the croaks, all of you hear as the croaks are getting fairly loud. I need all of you to make a wisdom save throw, please.
Love to. That's my shit right there. Hey.
Motherfucker.
All right.
What the fuck are these rolls tonight?
I'm actually gonna go ahead and restart Foundry. I'm restarting Foundry. This is gonna be
it is my fault. That nat 20
15 rolls.
Fucked us all.
2 over 10.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay.
My fucking nice too. Fuck this.
None of you feel any of the immediate effects of what just happened, but There is something in Brezzik, Hoppum, Carakas' minds that is a little unsettling from that last croak. With that, it is the top of the round. Ralia, you hear as... Huh?
Said Bop is playing in our brains.
Yeah. Ralia, you hear as the door that the dwarfs closed, it sounds like they're trying to reinforce it and lock it. You hear a couple other things belted out in Dwarven. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Gonna skedaddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a door right here?
Yes, it is. You can close it?
Yeah.
Okay. To expedite this a little bit, are you guys all in agreement that you are running and teleporting out of here?
Wait, we're teleporting out here. God damn it! So much for all the other shit. Fuck. All right. That's why you handed me
if you
the
want to stay and
stone.
fight, let's stay and fight.
Hey,
Let's do this.
if you want to go and get punched in the face and die again, be my guest.
I'm just asking what you guys are want to do, so I'm not dragging you guys through rounds of combat. If you guys have the opportunity to get into that thing and use another magic crystal and get out of here, and I'll just say that happens. If you guys want to stay here and fight or search some more, you're more than welcome to.
I mean, to be honest with you, we do need to get the fuck out of Dodge. If that's what we're gonna do, I'm cool with it. I just kind of feel like it was pointless to come back here other than getting some provisions. A little bit risky. That was my only concern. So if so, you handed me the rock. I guess I can spike it and get the fuck out. Ninja vanish. So I'll wait my turn.
Okay. Is that what we're doing? We're getting out of here?
Getting the fuck out.
Okay. You guys all run back in to the coffin. You see as the sigil begins to glow, the magic crystal begins to shake in your hand. Make an Arcana check for me, please, Hoppum.
Oh, that is not a good thing. But that is better than I thought that was going to go.
Okay. You activate the sigil. You guys all, familiar feeling at this point, escape from the museum. You find yourselves on top of the temple ruins. As you get on top of the temple ruins, let's activate this again. You all seem to be up here. You are met face to face with this kind of deep purple skinned, one green-eyed, glowing Nothic, with like kind of these sugar glider flaps on its arms.
Spartan, kick it off the bill.
Yeah. I need all of you to make a charisma save, please.
Yeah, let's do this.
Oh,
there we go.
Bro, did you really pick anything I'm all right at? Like,
come on, dude. Dice.
You seen that? Y'all saw that? That flirted with the 18 was like, you want it? You ain't getting it.
The Nothic's eyes, you see, is there's almost a grin across its mouth. These sharp teeth. You see as the eye darts around from all four of you, looking at your faces, looking at your magic items as it kind of begins to salivate. Hoppum and who else didn't do well on that? It was looks like everybody else did pretty well. Yeah, so Hoppum, as the eye darts back and forth between your companions, your magic items, it begins to just focus on you. You see as like your mind's almost taken to this tunnel as you're just kind of gazing into this Nothic's eye. You feel as if it just like sees into your soul. And there's this weird feeling like it knows something about you. Like you start to think about some of your secrets, some of the things you haven't told anybody. And there's this knowing gaze that this Nothic has. And there's this weird attachment between the two of you now. Like it just it's awkward. So with that, did you guys we'll stay in this initiative order. The Nothic is going to let out a croak. And here. Sorry, I'll do this again. Let's do this. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Motherfucker got me all fucked up like Ka from Jungle Book. Looking in my eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
New dice, so nice.
I don't know about that.
You're rolling well on initiative. Go ahead and roll, Dustin.
Sorry. Fucking hell.
Okay.
It's fucking just
Really, you guys are on top of the statue you've seen as this, similar to where you were perched, across on an adjacent wall. As you guys apparated out of the air, there's a Nothic glider standing there staring at you guys. Lets out a croak. What would you like to do?
Ralia will give a kind of an exasperated fuck and will wild shape into a massive, kind of like a massive mangy coyote.
Okay.
But it's a dark. And I would like to try to bite it.
Okay. You're going to have to cover that gap, so you're going to have to jump across. Go ahead. And
I thought it was like right next to us.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's across on like a wall from you guys. You guys are kind of on the shoulders of a worn down temple statue. If you want to hold back your wild shape, you're more than welcome to. If I didn't describe that well enough.
How far is it?
About 10 feet, 15 feet.
I'm only 5 feet shorter than that, so I think I could jump that pretty easy.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think it's bad.
So yeah, I will attempt to leap at it and do like a bite tackle kind of thing.
Yep.
So
go ahead and make an acrobatics, then make your or athletics, whatever you prefer, and then make your attacks.
Okay, so it's +3 on my athletics. Ooh.
Yeah, you covered that distance, no problem.
And then the bite is +5. Okay.
I think you just rolled a 5. That hits.
So, okay, so that'd be an 18.
Yep,
because it's +5.
Yep.
Okay.
That is.
So, the target must succeed a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. But I would like to kind of drag it with me.
Okay.
If we're, like if we're on a wall.
Sure. Let's see. Strength saving.
I got like 16 people hitting fucking Discord at the same time, and I can't find my shit because it's all on the right side of my screen.
He saves his strength save. So you go, you bite, shakes it off. Aren't able to drag him.
Okay. All right, so it's 2d6 plus 3.
All right. Nice. Did not seem to like that as it hisses saliva still dripping from its mouth. You don't like the way this thing tastes either. Doesn't taste good.
I imagine it tastes like a fucking moldy ball sack.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Like a little like alkaline, like if you licked a battery or something. There's a little bit of like a tang. There you go.
No tangy balls? All right.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Okay. To Hoppum, what would you like to do, sir?
Well, shit. Damn it. Never mind. I'll stop with the memes for a moment. I know this is why you do this to me. So I fire up the memes. I mean, I'm sitting over here just, awestruck by this thing right now because it totally gets me, bro. Like, we're one. We're like Zen. Should I act like my character is in tune with this creature right now and don't want to do it, or do I just want to go ahead and hit it? That's where I'm stuck at right now.
Oh no, you're definitely. I mean, no, the connection you guys had was not friendly at all. Like this is like a creepy connection. You're not befriended by it. You can attack it if you feel threatened.
But it was still inside me. So, I mean, we had a connection. No. Let's just smack the son of a bitch. I just want to hit it. So Ralia has a bite on it. And it tastes like nasty, dirty balls.
Yeah, didn't lock it down though. Took a bite, but
how close is it to me?
Well,
if I'm sized large.
Yeah, you'd probably have to get within 10 feet of it at least, right?
No, but like if how high up would it be from wherever I landed?
The adjacent wall was similar height. You just had to clear the gap.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
So I've
cleared a 10-foot gap, and then
I've got pack tactics. So if it's within 5 feet of me, everyone else has advantage.
Well, that's up to you on how close you had to get to bite it. If you wanted to be right next to it, then yeah, 5 feet of you.
Okay, then yeah, then you guys have advantage on attacks against it.
Cool.
Okay, so I need to clear a gap to get to it.
Yeah, there's a 10-foot gap, so you have to make an athletics or an acrobatics to jump across it.
Oh, we're doing acrobatics. We ain't doing no athletics to jump across that bitch.
Early on, I try to give you guys skills to pick from. Later on, I'll get more specific with the skill checks. But
okay, so I would roll acrobatics first.
Nice, jump across it, no problem. So you jump, pack tactics.
Okay, so right here, that would, or right here.
Yeah, I mean you can flank or you get pack tactics with Ralia, either or.
I want to be able to flank.
Yeah, I mean you're going to get advantage no matter what. So
okay. We're just trying to make sure that anybody else join into the fight because we know someone else is going to be here soon. He just hasn't made his jump yet. Don't worry, I have treats. He'll be here soon. Anyways, let's just smack the motherfucker. Right, smack.
Oh,
well. Yeah.
Go ahead. Swing. You feel like your momentum you know, this thing's throwing you off a little bit. You're like, what could it possibly know about me? Mom, Dad, the monastery. You're just like, you don't know what to think, and you swing, and you're the momentum that you're kind of using with your new broken style. You feel your feet kind of begin to slip out from underneath you a little bit. So, yeah, but you miss. Would you like to make another attack?
Yes, sir. And, give him a little bit of a.
That also misses.
Motherfucker.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down and die. just
I don't like this thing.
Wait somebody to pick me up.
Okay, with that, we are to Brezzik.
You know it, you love it. Run across.
Do it.
Yep.
Clear that. As I run across, yeah. Superman punching it.
Nice. I like it. I like it. You rolled low for this moment. Oh.
Wait a second.
You barely missed punching Hoppum in the face.
But
Wait, what?
He's the wolf.
Yes,
he has
you have advantage. Yes. Oh. You barely missed punching Hoppum in the face.
Punch him in the face, yeah. So skid to a stop.
I didn't roll for advantage either.
Oh, did you not roll with advantage? Oh
No.
yeah, roll your advantage, Hoppum.
I forgot about. See, that's what I'm fucking stupid. No, it's not.
Me.
That's also on me. I should have got that.
It'll be more fun narrating your miss the second time.
Okay, fuck it. All right, narrate a second time then. Let's go for it, God. Do it.
Oh my God, that was so close.
Yeah, it was.
And then
that hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
That was the quarterstaff, and then what do I do for damages?
What's the damage on your quarterstaff? Your quarterstaff damage is a D6.
I'm done uploading my. Sorry.
You want me just to take the damage from this other roll?
I didn't know if I could just like re-roll again.
If you'd like to, yeah.
Well, no, I mean that's fine. I just didn't know if there was a way to. That was my only thing. I mean, I can do that and then re-roll the unarmed strike because that one wasn't rolled as advantage either. Or does that not count?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and re-roll the unarmed strike again. Ooh, that hits two. It's almost like you saw two different possibilities here. The one where you let your friends down, where this Nothic gets the better of you. You shake it off. That can't be you, Hoppum. Crack, crack. Hit this Nothic right between the eye. It takes 11 points of damage. Not looking too great.
Nice.
Didn't like it. Eye begins to swell a little bit. Brezzik, did you roll with your advantage?
Yeah, I rolled the action attack for my advantage, but I did not do the bonus attack. All right, here we go. Dice still suck.
There you go. I hate nights like this. That hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. It's my. Oh wait, I could just do it this way. Oh, don't do that. Stupid thing.
By the way, it is shift click to roll. It's shift click to roll with advantage, right? Automatically on your player sheet, right?
Yeah, three points of damage, but since he hasn't moved yet, he also takes that.
He moved. He moved on to he was the one who went first.
Oh,
so 3 points.
3 points of damage.
Carakas, it's your turn. Did you watch your friends hop across this gap and put a beating on this lone Nothic glider? What would you like to do?
So what exactly is the distance between if I'm just still up here and them down there?
It's a level, like the height is level. There's a 10-foot gap between the shoulders of this statue and this wall that they're on.
So I don't have to do that. I can still just.
You can shoot from
cast
over there.
magic.
Yeah, go for it.
Problem is I really don't know if I want to at this point. Fuck it, we're already on the run and everything. I guess I will. I guess.
Wouldn't it be best to not use much magic?
Fire sorceress
we
first.
would
Okay,
try to...
go ahead and roll the hit. That definitely hits. Ooh.
What is all this dice going on?
I have no idea why there's so much damage. I don't know what
I clicked it once. That's it.
I am wondering if it looks like somewhere in your formula it has exploding dice. So whenever you max damage.
Oh.
If you roll, it's part of the sorcerer's burst. See, if you roll an 8 on a D8 for the spell, you can roll another D8 and then add the damage. So it basically exploding dice, right?
Okay.
So you roll an 8.
Okay,
you get to roll an
I
8.
see that. Yeah. So yeah, it says if you roll an 8 on a D8, you can roll another D8 and add to the damage. So yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, you let out with this huge burst of fire as all of your companions can kind of feel the warmth as it hits this Nothic, searing some of its fur off its skin. You can see this kind of purple skin beneath it. Yeah, that definitely hurt. Anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action, movement. Stay right there.
Ooh. That's self. I can't really do anything. Nope, that's touch. Fuck. Nope, I guess I don't have anything because my idea was use sorcerer points to do enhanced ability on somebody, but that's a touch, so I'm definitely not in range.
Nope,
So
and I think that's also an action.
Well, if I use my sorcery points, I should be able to use that as a bonus action, but it's touch, so I'm not in range to do it.
Cool. Will that end your turn?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. With that, you guys hear is 2 croaks off in the distance. As this Nothic did not like what you just did, Carakas. I need you to make a con save, please, as you see this necrotic beam kind of come out from its one eye. You save, you will take half this damage.
I don't like that.
7 points of necrotic damage. As you see this beam kind of like just leap out from the Nothic's one glowing green eye, and then it's going to make a multi-attack.
So
for the elemental thing,
I'm also going to do Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
So first level, there we go.
Let me check out real quick. I'm just going to look up that spell real quick.
They don't do.
All right. Let's see what it does for its save. That definitely fails. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, is it that 12?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you see as this gaze kind of hits Carakas and almost like bounces back off of him in flame as Carakas says something in Infernal. You cast this spell back at the Nothic. Not looking too happy, barely hanging on. What would see. What would you like to do, Rayla? Oh, actually, sorry. The Nothic has a multi-attack. It's going to make both attacks at Rayla. There's the first one. 10. I'm sure that misses.
Yes.
Is it just me? But on my chat window,
it's because I was selected as Brezzik. Sorry.
okay. And now
That also misses. So // Nothic not doing too well. Misses Rayla both times. It is to you now. Hoppum, you're on deck.
Okay. I am going to try and tear its throat out.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see, it was a +5.
Ooh, yeah. Totaling this stuff up, it is barely hanging on.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, if you'd like to narrate that, you can. How do you decapitate or file this Nothic?
Yeah, Rayla will when it does the does it come from its eye?
Yeah.
Like the eye beam? Yeah,
Yep.
or the beam. Yeah. When Rayla sees that, it's just a no. And the massive direwolf coyote thing will just put its jaw around the neck. And you know when dogs do like the 2 or 3 bites and then crunch thing? Yeah, so yeah, Rayla just breaks its neck in its mouth.
Yeah. Limp body of this Nothic glider falls off the wall.
Yeah, Rayla will cast it down where they can get to it.
Okay. I don't know how much you'll be able to do. We are out of initiative at this point, but you do hear 2 croaks and a little bit of commotion coming from the museum. What is your intent? What do you guys like to do?
Run the fuck away.
I'm gonna roll this. So give me 1 sec. All right, you guys basically have 30 seconds until these other Nothics are on you. You have 5 rounds. What are you doing?
I don't know about y'all.
I feel a little woozy here.
Running.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Are you guys going to the Gap? Are you guys going to the lake? Are you guys going to the monorail? Where are you going?
The Gap can get us to the plains, right?
Yep, the Gap can get you guys to the plains. You guys can go down wherever you'd like. If you want to just go down right here, wouldn't be a horrible idea. You guys are trying to enter the plains down through the Gap, so you'll have to travel through the Gap a little bit.
And I know that, so I'm okay with that.
I will just leave here and follow behind Brezzik.
I would like all of you guys to make, and whatever is best for you, you can give me an athletics, an acrobatics to scale down off of this wall and to begin to run away.
Nice. Fuck these rolls tonight.
I know you guys have rolled like shit.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it was DC 12 to climb. Ooh. DC 12 to climb down most of this shit. So let's see. Rayla, your paw begins to slip. What would you like to do? You're gonna probably fall about 30 feet. Do you have any reactions or anything you'd like to take?
I am a dog.
Okay.
I have no thumbs.
Wait, so
you guys see as Rayla begins to fall. Rayla, you take 7 points bludgeoning damage.
I have a question above table. Rayla, do you have your character sheet opened up on Factory and clicking on like acrobatics and all that stuff?
I do, but I don't have access to my wild shapes, so I have to go to D&D Beyond.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry. That makes
No,
sense.
you're good. It's I keep clicking. I keep thinking it's like preset to like, oh, if I click add 3 and then roll, it's gonna roll a 20 and a 3. But I just keep clicking 3 and then clicking roll. That's just me spacing out.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to type this out. Tell me if I'm wrong in typing this. Plus, so that's not right. It would be, so if I were to do a d20 plus 3, yeah. So you'll click on the very bottom, a d20, and after it says /r 1d20, you'll do plus 3, and then it gets added.
Yeah, no, my issue is I keep clicking the 3 or adding 3 and forgetting to add the dice.
Gotcha. Okay. I was just seeing it and being a little bit confused, like, what? But no, you're good. I'm no longer confused. So.
You fall, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Nobody stopped that or reacted to it. You guys hear as the croaks begin to get closer.
Did we react to it?
Yeah, I didn't
If
know
you
I
guys
could.
you guys climb down, yeah.
I would have liked to react to it because I got a quarterstaff and he's got a mouth.
And I mean,
I don't know. I don't know the math on that, but go for it. Not my
no,
reach,
he's a dog.
not my strength.
He's a dog, right?
Like to try to react to it.
Like and he go to slip. Wouldn't the best thing to be like shove my quarterstaff down to try to catch him and he bite at it?
Well, hang on. I'm a dire wolf, so I'm the size of an SUV.
So you're more than 10 pounds. Never fucking mind.
I'm the size of a horse.
Yeah, he might pull you with him, Hoppum.
I will.
Yeah.
I mean, if Brezzik is hanging on to me, you know.
You know what I was fixing to say.
We could chain gang the shit.
When I said 10 pounds.
I mean, if you guys want to try to do something, you can.
Fuck it, let the horse hit the ground.
Can I do a reaction acrobat or athletics or strength check?
Yes. I'll let you try to reduce some of this damage. So whatever role you'd like. Well, how are you? Yeah, whatever you'd like.
I should have done better than roll fucking dice. Yeah. DnD him on the way down. I fucking mark tail. I used to set him up and just fucking drop him.
Yeah. You just turned heel all of a sudden in the middle of the chase scene. Yeah, I love it. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you land. There's a little bit of, as much as a dire wolf can yelp. You all get to the ground safely. Besides,
Sorry.
Wrong one. The deep one.
I'm a bad move with my dice rolls and I'm taking it out on you.
It's all good. It's all good.
We need to hear the deep voice with the
You hear the Nothic croaks. You guys begin to race towards the gap. Ralia, would you like to narrate this next section?
Yeah, sure. I'm assuming there's also like Durgar.
Yep, they're guards. There's definite noise. There's clamoring. You guys are on a race to basically this cliff's edge.
So as the party approaches the cliff and seeing what is behind us, the dire wolf form will stop and look back, and it makes a beeline for the Durgar, the closest Durgar near the party, and will do a mad sprint, like a rabid dog towards that dwarf, and not attack it, but like do a shoulder check, and try and pull the attention away from the people running.
Yeah. So
And I think I can get 100 feet.
Yeah. So you see as this the rest of you, as this chase scene's going on, Ralia kind of turns back, like he said, to get some of the heat off of you guys. Pulls some of the heat and the attention away. You guys make it to this cliff's edge. You guys have your climbing gear. We are going to pick up there next week and figure out how you guys start to traverse the gap with some of the time Ralia bought you. Ryan will not be able to play next week. And then hopefully Kris will be back. As you guys look across the gap to the other side where you see some of this elemental energy in the plains that await you, you guys get kind of this frosty breeze that hits you in the face, giving you an idea of what may be to come. Anything else for tonight?
Did you really say fuck it, let's cliche and go full blown on the nose with the joke of leaving a bitch on a cliffhanger? Seriously? Like, fucking for real? Like, you took that shit literally.
Yeah.
Like, we're leaving this shit on a cliffhanger for real. Like, as you go ahead, we get to the cliff, you gaze over the cliff, and we'll pick that up tomorrow. Motherfucker!
I try my best.